This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys. In the last section, I hope we install only Jira Service Management, and that configuration. So we'll discuss today. Okay, so first this is project, and when you click on project settings, and we can see this option. But normally in business project or software project, so we can see these first options for summary details, audit log, reindexing project, delete project, and later we can see directly issue types. But in a Jira Service Management, so we can see these options. So these, with help of these options only, the service management portal will be work. Okay, so this is the normal, we can call this as a customer portal. Okay, so you can see here service desk slash customer slash portal slash one. So this is the first project which I created, so it will come this one. Suppose if I created two per second project, if two will come. Okay, so this is the URL of portal. And if you want to see directly the project portal, suppose if you have number of projects, so 50 projects you have, so how can we find it here? So that you can click on raise a request. And left side we can see, if you click on this raise a request, directly this portal only will be open. Okay, so this is the URL. If you want to share this URL to anyone, so suppose if the person is asked, I want this project portal URL, so we can share them. Like if you click on this one, and it will be open here, so we can share this URL directly to the persons to verify it. Okay, to raise a request or anything. Okay, so first of all, we know how to create a like project settings. Like in a summary, this issue type, workflow, screens, or everything. After everything here done, so the next step is to click like set up a issue types, a request type, sorry. So here we have a two types, issue types and request types. Okay, so what is the difference between issue type and request type? Okay, so this is the main important you have to understand here. And in the print here, first this is the portal, just thing. So this is the Jira settings. Okay, so this is a Jira admin page. Okay, suppose if you want any Jira settings like issue type, workflow, screens, and everything, so these first we need to develop the same into Jira admin page, like issues place, Jira admin console page. The next, that all will be appear here, like custom fields or issue type or everything, like issue types, custom fields, workflows. Okay, so this setup we know already how to do it. The next step, based on this project settings only, we need to develop this customer portal. Okay, so it means, example, suppose I need a one custom field. Okay, that custom field, first I need to add in the issues place, like Jira admin page. Next, that custom field I need to add into the Jira settings place, like Jira screens I need to add. Then that custom field will be appear in the portal. So directly it will not come to the portal. So complete based on this project settings only, we need to develop this all. Okay, so I'll tell you how it works. Okay, so here in a customer portal, the people raise as a request type. Request type. So the request type is configured with one issue type. So everywhere it will configure with one issue type. Okay, customer raised through as a request type, but when it comes to Jira, it will create as a issue type. So example, I've created last time one ticket. If I click on queues, so I can see this is my laptop repair or something. I've raised it, right? If you see, you can see the what is the request type for that. See, This is the issue type, service request. But in the left side, you can, if you see, request type is get IT help. Get IT help I've raised here. The last time which I've created, my request is, so this one. Okay, so help desk, and this request I have raised, this is get IT help. Okay, this is the request type. So when I raise this request through customer portal, when it create in Jira, it will create as a service request. It is a issue type. So every request type is linked with one issue type. So because of in Jira we have, suppose a customer raised a request, that should be created in Jira, but in Jira we don't have a request type, only issue type we have. But by issue type, so issue type having one particular workflow, and add a comments, attachments, and to change the transition, so everything is there. So these all settings which is helpful for to close this ticket. Okay, so this is only raise a request. Okay, so and when you click on these project settings, and we can see here directly all, if I see get IT help, I think in a computers, get IT help, get IT help, the request name that is associated to service request. Okay, so like this, I'll delete this all, then we'll see how it will create, how we can create this all. Okay, so I deleted all, and this is hidden from portal. So if you want to hide anything, you can hide it here. So this will not visible. So when you refresh this, we cannot see, sorry, help desk. So we don't have anything here. So this is just help center, and a help center, I can see only my project like help desk. So if I click on this help desk, I cannot see anything. There is no request type configure for this service desk project. Okay, so everything is off. So first we have the groups. Okay, so first you can click on the group, enter group name or anything like IT support, or else just I'll enter here for location wise like Karnataka. So I created these three. Okay, if you refresh it here, still it will not appear. So because of just we added a group, that group will not visible here. So when you click on Karnataka, so which request tab you want to show here? So example, like I'll put it here, IT support. Okay, when I'm doing this, you can see to select a issue type. So issue type, I have these drop downs. Okay, so these drop downs, I want a different drop downs like issue types. I want a different issue types. So how can we do that? So just click on summary. As I told you, based on these request issue types only, we can develop this. So this all it is coming from here. So if you click on these, you can change this, maybe a different name. I'll just change the settings. This issue type, I'll change it. I don't want this all. Service request, maybe I'll put it IT support. HR support. I'll select problem. Okay, save it. So now my issue types is this four. So if I refresh it now, I click on IT support. See, service request, IT support, HR support, problem. Okay, so same how I explained, based on this issue type only it will come here. So when you are raise stepping this portal, so it will come this Jira settings only. Okay, So if I select IT support, create. Okay, so next IT support, I'll put it like HR support, and select create issue type. Okay, and general request, I'll choose service request, then create it. Okay, so in Andhra, normally suppose I'm in this Karnataka now. Okay, so but the same request names I want to show in the Andhra as well. Okay, so Karnataka, Andhra, I want same. Like I can create a different names here or different type. I can select it here, or else the same group we can use it here. Example like last we can see edit groups, right? Click on edit group, select Andhra, save it. So now this general request is available in the all places, right? So if I click on Andhra, I can see general request now. Okay, so before it's not there. I can create a new one as well here. Okay, it's like this, Andhra, and here. So Telangana, I think we can same. We can write it anything like support. Okay, and if you want to change any pictures, we can change a picture from here. So anything, or else you can upload, drag and drop from this place. This right side we have, so we can drag and drop this. Okay, so there is the default, only this symbol will come, but later it will change it as per our selections. Okay, now if I refresh it here, you can see Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana. So these three is the groups. And the next, if I click on Karnataka, I can see these three request names. See, three request names. If I click on Andhra, I have only two here, right? See. And if I click on Telangana, I can see these. See, same. Okay. And next example, so I'm going to, as a customer, I'm going to raise a IT request. Okay. So in a Karnataka. So I'll click on this IT support. I can see only summary. So example, I want a more fields. So how can we add that? Okay. So if I click on Karnataka, they are raising a IT support, right? So in IT support, we have a clear options, edit support, and we have these IT support descriptions. Example like, so if I update these, and I can see that that here. So help desk. See, when I click on Karnataka IT support, please raise here any IT related issues. So example, if they want any more informations about this one, so we can put it here. Okay, so this is the description. So when you click on edit fields, so this is the fields. First, when you click on these fields we have, and we have first options to help and instructions. Okay, so if you enter anything here, okay, so IT, suppose example like I'll put it these, like if they want only Google, like Google link will come. This is the link, this is IP text. Else if you text anything, if you enter any text, I'll just enter this, save, and this will be appear when you click on IT support. See in the top you can see this. Okay, suppose in IT related any documentations we have, so that documentation, so we can paste it here. So this is general request link name, and the link we can keep it, so that same will be appear. So example like if you are enter this Google, and this is hypertext we called, and these links will come. So when we can click on this link directly, this Google will be open. So because of that, Google only I give the URL, right? So that is. And the next step after enter this help and instruction, so we have a visible fields option. So as of now, I have only summary. So that's why I'm seeing here only summary. If you want any additional fields, and click on add field. So this is the fields we have. Like you can add attachments or descriptions or priority. So this is general request we have. Okay. And if I refresh it now, see, I can see all attachment or descriptions of priority, and same all I'm seeing here now. If you adjust these places, suppose summary, description, priority, next, attachments, so the same it will come like summary, descriptions, priority, attachment last. Okay, but the same if I go to any other place like HR support, only summary. Why? So I'm doing this in a IT support only. So IT support, which fields I want, I'm selecting those fields only here, right? So IT support. So this is, and example, I want a new field. Okay, so IT support, I want some fields. Example, like I'll go to here and issues. I'll create a custom field. Okay, add custom field. So maybe it's a single list. Select it, and I want working from. Working from home. Flexible. I have one. Okay. So click on next. So this is latest Jira. So it is coming like this, and select issue type, and like this will, this which field I've created. So it will work by default all issue type or all selected project. Apply issues in the selected projects. Example, so I need to select the project only. So this will work for that project only. So example, helpdesk. If I click on in a helpdesk project, it will support all issue types. Okay, so if you want only particular issue type only you want, and we can select that. Okay, and apply all project, everywhere, all project, all issue type in your, so choose this apply all issues in your instant all projects. Click on create, so it will support to all. Okay, so I created this. When I created, do you think it will come here? So I'll refresh this, add field. See, it's not there. So anything here working from is not there. Why? As I told you, if you come, see, this request type IT support is configured with IT support request. Okay, this field should be in a IT support screen only. So then only it will appear. So example, if I click on screens, so IT support, HR is a problem. These two is different we have, and okay, I need to open this field, this screen. Oh, sorry. This is default screen. I'll open this. This is the screen. Okay, so I need to add that field here. So example, if I've removed this all, so it will not appear. So example, now if in a IT support, if I click on add field, so I can see approval, request type, label, linked issues, due date, everything. So I'll delete this all. See, I don't want components, I don't want linked issues, I don't want a label, I don't want request participants, approvers, organizations. Okay, so now we'll see, I don't want reporter as well. Now if you see add field, only due date and assignees are pending. Okay, and these fields, this place, I've added that one, working from. If I refresh it, add field, see, working from home. If you select it, apply now. This, now it will visible here. See, okay, so this means you need to create a field first. That field you need to add a issue type is a particular request type. So example, I want example, the field I want in a IT support request type. If you want IT support, the IT support is selected with a issue type is IT support only. So that field should be in IT support first. Okay, so if I go to HR as well, edit fields, this all fields I can see working from home same, because of these two screens are only same. These two screens are same. So what I added here, so that all will be visible for these two issue types only, IT support here. Andhra, suppose problem service here not visible. Telangana, here it will come. But if you want a different field in the service request, click on edit field. See, this is a different field. This field from where it coming? So this field is coming from service request. So this is a service request. So service request, which fields you have only, so that will come here, right? So they're giving clearly showing here this request form is linked to the following issue type service request. Okay, so this form is linking with a service request field, this one. So which fields is available here, those only it will come here. Okay, so this is how to raise a request. Like when you create a ticket from here, example like summary, like paste resource example, enter here, and I block out flexible create. So when we created this, and this will come directly into the hv3 ticket, and free ticket test resource this. When I click on this thing, you can see this is IT support. So because I raised IT support, but it is related to is linking with IT support issue type. So IT support. So why this is? So IT support is a particular workflow is there. So they will change based on their work, and that will like helpful for to close the request. And here you can see request. I can see only here, but what they're expecting exactly, I can see the service desk request the right side. Okay, only service desk projects which is created from customer portal, we can see this service request, service project request type is IT support, and customer status is open, channel is a portal. So we can see channel is a portal, customer status is open. So you can see here this is the open. If you change this, suppose start in progress. So customer status is in progress and request type is IT support, channel is a portal, same. So because of this change to in progress. Okay, so why this customer status is asking, like already I have in progress here, so the same it will be there, not. So because in IT support when you click on, we have a fields. So fields we are understanding here, and so sorry I forgot to mention one thing. Suppose if I click on create a button, I'll click on create support, so have this field. Example, if I enter any data, suppose anything here, if I click on it, so it will normally we have after create the screen, what we have so is optional or mandatory. So description is optional, or priority is optional, attachment is optional is there, working from home is optional. So without enter these fields I can create the ticket, but I want to make this field is a mandatory. How we can do? So it's a very simple. When you open here, so we have these fields. So we have the required yes or no. So just change this to yes, update, yes, update, yes, update. So this is a field configuration. Normally make a request that. So if I create the ticket, see all showing as a required fields now. Okay. And the next step, suppose I want a field information. We add help text, right? So we know already how we can add this help text. Okay, so that help is how we can do that. Okay, so you can see a summary, priority, all fields. After required we have a help field, just enter that information here. Update, priority, same, select priority level, working from home or office. So these informations, so it will come this. See, please summarize your request, select your priority level, or select where you are working. So this is the help text. Okay, and here one more very important thing, we have a Jira fields. So that fields we are selected here. So this field names we can see here, but we can rename these fields in the customer portal. So example, I'll change the summary. I'll put it as the project name. Example, update. So I see your project name. If I click on it, I can see project name here. See the same. So working from. Okay, so all fields I can change it here. Okay, so like I'll change this to full description or change from. So this I'll change something. Working from. Just I'll put it working. Okay, so I'll put it working. So I can see here only working. See, but when see, I think change to now. Yeah, when you create the ticket in Jira, you can see is the working from only because of see issue field is a working from, but you can see is the working here. So this is also interview questions. So I added one field in the customer in a like customer portal in a request type place. I have added that field, but that field is showing as a different name. So what is the case? Or else with the same name I'm not able to find it. Okay, so we can say them we can have a rename option. So we cannot see that which field is renamed, which field is not renamed. When you click on it here, so we can see here issue field is a working from home, or it is edited, and priority is a priority only, is not edited. Description only description, it's not edited. Attachments only, it's not edited. So attachment I can put it screenshot. So this is all customer point of view. They will think and they will give it. This is So this is screenshot, see. But when you raise this request all, and this all will become as a, here is the working. But when it create in Jira, so this normally it will come the normal field only. So that is only, see, this is same summary and this is working from only. So working from home. Okay. So just rename the fields options we have, and I hope you know already how to display the name. We can select it and we can change the names and required yes or no and help text. Okay, and next we can hide it here. Same how we are doing field configuration place, like which like required yes or no or field help fields or hide, or this all we can do it here. If you want to rename, we can remove this, and we cannot see this remove, right? So three we cannot remove it, working or description, because of this is already mandatory field. So mandatory field, so we cannot able to delete it. Suppose if you change this to as same updates is required, so this is also we cannot remove it. Okay, and after these fields, this is a field. The next we have a workflow status. Workflow status, why we have these? We have same workflows here. The status is what statuses we have, so they can see like open, in progress, resolved, closed, or reopen. So the same I can see here. So when I open here, when ticket is open, in the customer status only is open only. But I think my internal status want to different and customer information should have different. So how we can proceed this? Okay. So suppose I have a waiting for approval here. So that waiting for approval do not show to the customers. Okay. And suppose I change some internal any status like escalated to L2. So that I don't want to show the customer. So we can change that. Suppose instead of open, I can put it different. Suppose normally you can see help desk. I'll change this request. The full ticket when I open it, it is open now because this ticket also is open now. So I can change this, instead of open I can put it different. Uh, but we can put it like we can receive received. I'll save this. Now if I refresh this here, it is open only. But when issue is open status in Jira, in the customer portal, what should be status name to show workflow status in Jira? Status name show to the customers received. You can see now received, and in progress. So I can change in progress and working on your request, maybe save. If I change this to start progress, it will change to in progress. But when it is in progress, it should be working on your request. Okay, so we can change names like this. Okay, and in if you go to the workflows, we have one more options here. Click on the workflow. I'll suppose service request. Default workflow. HT5. Okay, so example, I open this request as a customer. I open this request, but I want to close a request because this is raised a duplicate, or else this is raised by mistakenly, or a customer is closed the request without closing it, like without resolving closed it. I need to reopen it. Okay, so we can give the status change permissions to users as well, so that when you associated that workflows into a service desk, that options will be enabled. So example, you can see some statuses here like escalate, resolve this issue, cancel request. So because when you click on cancel any transition, when you click on it, we can see one more options here, show transition on the customer portal. If I uncheck this, and example like resolve this issue, I'll see showing like all. Another one is a escalation. So three they are already selected, just I uncheck that, so I don't want to give them that. So see, if I refresh it, they cannot see it now. But when we select, when we give the permissions to them, give the permissions, example, so resolve issue, so I want to give the permissions. Okay, so when they resolve it, you want to set any resolutions, done, yeah, so done. Or else cancel request or escalations, or yeah, so cancel request, I'll give show on the transitions, just one click, resolution undo, clear resolution, do not change resolution or anything, submit. Okay, so if I publish now, resolve and cancel both, I can see it now. See, resolution, cancellation. Normally they, in normal case, we can receive this type of thing. The manager told you like these two status, customer also needs to be transition, so could you please enable these transition into the customer portal. Now I can cancel this, I can add any comment, suppose something, cancel it. So this customer is cancelled. Okay, so this ticket also will be moved to the cancelled. The cancel, that's what I have added here, so it is coming here. Okay, so it will change data. So or else if I close this request and customer reopen it, so I can give the reopen request here. Okay, so that's the one. And next, suppose and I don't think we can raise request only customer portal, and we can raise a request within the Jira as well. But to raise a request within Jira, so the person should have Jira service desk license. So example, if I click on create, so service request, IT support, I can select it. So what they have, I can create from here. Okay, I can add attachments, due date. Okay, so descriptions, and working from home, priority, so all I have here. Okay, so create it. Okay, I will show one thing here. Suppose this ticket is raised from the customer portal, right, Outlook, and the request name is a general request which I've created. Or else this fourth ticket as well, same HD4 ticket which I have raised. This is the IT support, this is the information, so this request name is IT support, customer status is working on your request. Okay, and I change this, you can know. In progress means waiting on your request. This is a customer status. Channel is a portal. But when you create the ticket within the Jira, you can see like this ticket. So the ticket looks same, but the service project request, you can see a request type no match. So this ticket is not raised by the customer portal. So that why request type is the no match and channel is Jira. So when you see this channel is Jira, this request is raised within the Jira. Okay, so within the Jira means through this customer create button. And when you raise a request from customer portal only, this customer service project request details will become. Okay, so this changes. Suppose might be they'll ask like, how can I know like which ticket is created within Jira, which ticket is created customer portal, and we can get it that from here. Okay, so we can, when you open the ticket and you can see channel. What is a channel? This is a portal, and that is the Jira. So those tickets is created in Jira, and this ticket is created from the channel. Okay, so there is a difference. And next, so I hope you are all clear on this place, like this request types. Okay, so how to raise the request type? This is the groups, and this is the names, and this is the issue type. So issue types, like each request name is linked with one request type, and the request type we can develop this request name with help of these linked screen only, linked issue type screen, and that inside that we can do all like required fields or help text and hide and workflows, like different workflows names we can put in the customer portal. So this all we can do it from here. Okay, and next, customer permissions. So what is this customer permissions is a very important. You can see here now who can raise a request. We have a three option: customer who are added to the project, customer who have an account on this site, anyone can email and receive the request. Example, this is my help desk project, I want to give the permissions only who needs to the raise a request. This is we have, right? Customer who are added to the project, if I selected this and save, is not created. Ananta is not able to create it because Ananta is not added to these projects. She's not in this project, right? So where we can add these projects, place users and roles. She's not in the projects, so that she cannot able to raise the request. So only I'm here, and only I can raise a request. So example, if I click on it here, so I can raise it. But Ananta is not able to resolve it because of she's not in there. So I'll change this, suppose who are having account on this site and save. Now we can. Okay. So example, like I'll log out this. Okay. So I see only enter the details and login. So to enter these details, I want that account first in Jira. So then only I can log in it. Account created, not all license permission, just account is created with that username and password, I can log in. But the last option we have, anyone can email and raise a request on portal. If you save these, okay, last option, I can see here sign up option. See, sign up for an account. Okay, so sign up for account and we can sign up it and we can raise a request. Like how we can see all some email this issue for Jira. This is the one of the plugins. So just I open, when you open this support, submit a support request, their portal, this portal one login. So this is, so I can enter mail next, or else I have a sign up option. So I can sign up it, enter the email, send the link, it will come. Okay, why we are able to access this requirement? They are using cloud. So cloud, this is a cloud Jira, so that's why we are able to access it, or else we cannot log in it. Okay, as it's data center we cannot, but all support people they'll use cloud only, so that's why we can raise it. And the same way, so here we have a sign up an account. Suppose the user is don't have access as well, so is suppose the person is raising a request for access only, so that's why how we can. So when you click on the URL, it will be open sign up an account, it will create. So next, what permissions you want, and like Jira software permissions and service desk permissions, so he can. Okay, so this is also is a very important, like in Jira they'll ask this in interview level, they'll ask these questions like I have a Jira service desk projects, but as of now, everyone raising a request in my project. So, but I want to restrict who are in my project access only. So how can we do that? This is the one, like in a customer, in a project settings, we have a customer permission. So we have options called who can raise a request. There we can, three options we have, like customer who are added to this project and customer who are having account on the site. Next, everyone can sign up and raise a request. So this is three options, and who needs to be raise a request. Okay. The next, who can customer share request with, is the share options. Example, like if you open any ticket, just log in. If you click on my request, suppose I raised a request, but I want to share this information. Like I raised a request to some customers, like some plugin team. We are a 3 Jira administrator, but instead of all of them, I only raise the request. But all information like comments and everything, the people also needs to be get. So I can raise a share with this. Okay, and the share option, so we can share other customer in their organization, any customer or typing an email address. So I think the share option will come. See, before the share option is not there, now it comes. Now this is any customer or organization by searching in this project. In this project means who are having in this project only, that will come. So as of now, I am only the person, so I can share with my only. Suppose if I enter any other person, it will not come. That from, so I, any email address in the, this is organizations, this is anyone, this is in the project people, same. So this option is recently is enabled, before is not there. Can customer vote for the request in the customer portal? Okay, so if I click on save this, so they can vote for it. See, vote 0. Okay, so to give this vote as well, the person should be manage vote permissions. In the permissions we have a manage votes. This should be, if you selected no, it is not. This is small changes. The next is language support. This is also newly enabled. So by default is India, so available to the customers. Yes, and add language. Need to view or not? You enable this. I don't know how it works. I'm seeing this now. These. No, it's not coming anyway. You know, up to date. Need to review. I don't know how it comes, like translate your customer portal and email notification into multiple languages for your customers. If their preferred language is not available, they will set default language to select. Okay, project default this. So how can we select peoples? Oh, okay. So here we have configuration, content, help base. Instead of help base, what we want, and help what we want, and request type and groups. Instead of Andhra, Karnataka, Telangana, what names they want, and announcements or problems and summary. Instead of problem summary, what they want, the translations, and IT support, what they want. And this is all we have fields, right? So this all fields what they want, and IT support, general request. So all, and what they want to select, so that is information here. So few people can translate that and they can select it. How it comes means, like in a profiles we have by default Jira, right? Suppose language we have a um, English. If they selected this language like Dansk, so these fields they can see there. Profile preferences, language is English India default, and if I change this to done, if I'm done, so these all fields will be changed to here. So this is language support, yeah, good options. Okay, so I hope you understand this now. So if you select it, if any people are selecting this, and they can see their this content into their languages only, so they'll change it. Okay, and the next, portal settings. Oh, this is very, very important, portal settings, because see, this is the portal. So this is a help desk. Okay, so help center. You can see help center. This is my project help desk. Okay, I'll create some other projects too. We'll see other project IT support. I'll change this one project like I think I'll submit this. Okay, so when the project is created, if I see now, I have two projects now. One is a help desk project and Airbnb. Same way, this is the complete help center. Okay, so in the help center, we have a two projects. If I click on help desk related all informations I can see. And if I click on Airbnb, so this is normal default Airbnb projects by default settings. So I can see that here. If I click on help center, so all project I can see. Here, two type of configuration. One is the help center. One is the project level. Okay, suppose complete all people's what customer portal they want, and we can select it. Like next, based on their project, suppose I have one configuration, few configuration for help desk, and the Airbnb have a few configuration in Airbnb, so we can do like that. Okay, so example, I'm in this project. So click on customer portal, I can see help desk, and instead of IT help like help desk, we can change this like space uh support help. The project name is the help desk only, but I want a different name that see support help desk now. Okay, project name is a help desk, but I want to show the project name into the customers a different, so I can do that here. The next, when I click on see welcome, you can raise a help desk request and option provided, so that you can see it here. See, so instead of these, I can enter a different. See, like related the what is the project exactly, so they will give this all information. We no need to decide, the project manager they'll give, so based on their request we need to just enter here, that's it. Okay, see this here artisan bug or something, so you can see. So if we click on it, so this information, so support help desk, this is information you can see. Okay, and use logo, and instead of these we can choose some logo, change the logo, and we can put it any some pictures. You know what is this picture? This example Jira. Okay, Atlas and Jira, I think. Save logo. These pictures I can see it now here. See the picture I can see. Okay, so this is a project only, project level settings, and this is some few of announcement we have like announcement they can give it. So example like can agent announcement add everyone in the customer portal announcement. Okay, so this is below is the permissions. Yes, agents can add announcement in this portal. Only project administrator and at the announcement. Now agents like who are working on this project, they can set the announcement, or only project admin person can set the announcement banner. This is the permission. Next, where that announcement banner will become, so click on view and change. project release. So if I enter anything, so that the person can see. So as this is a normal. If I click on IT support, I can see like please like project release, help is not available Monday 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. This logo, this is different content and this. So this all will be come into the this settings place. Okay. And suppose if I open Airbnb projects, this is normal. Airbnb raise a request, normal is there because this setting should be need to be done in the these projects. So maybe they have a different content or different portal settings here. So this is we have. Okay, so this is normal we have, but we can change the logos, we can do everything here same as it will show here. Okay, and but how to change this portal in the top portal? So I want here help center is there and welcome to the help center. I want a different here. So how can we do that? In a if you open any projects, so these projects, this is a configuration. If you open this project, so this is a configuration. So this is a general help desk. If you are in any projects, you can see in the top look and feel, view and customize the look and feel on your help center. Save, view and customize the look and feel of the help center, where you can see this name. From below, this is all project configurations from name. But when you see this look and feel in the top, so this is the help center in the main. If you change this, it will affect it to all. From name below, if you do anything, that will the project settings. And the look and feel only is the complete Jira set. If you click on view and projects, this main page will be open. So this is the complete setup. We can add a announcement, a Jira downtime. We can add this some informations. Example, see, you can see that here. So this is the main page. You can see it here. From this, you can go to this project. Like you can, if you have project downtime, you can put in the project. If complete Jira downtime, we can put it here. Okay, this only Jira admin can put it. Customer portal, everyone can do it, and this Jira settings, project admins can do it. Okay, so these only Jira admin can do. And the next we have add login announcement. Suppose if they are login, and login information we can give it here, and customize help center. So you can see this name help center is here in the top. So help center is like we can change this to example like this is my organization CG. CG help center, welcome to the help center. You can see in the welcome to the help center. If you change this to here or anything, that will be changed here. Suppose welcome. See, CG help center and welcome now. So it changed. If you click on customize still, and this logos like Atlas and solution partner, now you can see in the like in that like back side, but that we can change the logo. So small logo we can change it. Logo means the left side we can just like this capture. I don't know what is this. Just cancel. Uh, Something I just put in here. You can see that in the top left side. See left side top, you can see slightly. That is the like normal logo. When you put the logo, and this name will be up, not appear. Okay, CG help center is not appear. So when I remove this logo and remove it, and you can see now is a CG help center. Okay, so two we cannot. And next we have a change the banner image. You can put it a different here. If you put it this, see, it changed like this. Okay, and banners colors and back banner text background, these all colors we can change it here. So this text we have is different, so it's a blue color we have. So instead of blue color, button background or button text color, so this all we can change it here. This is complete the customer portal settings and project level settings. So two we have here. Okay, I think it not looks good, but just I'm showing how it works. Okay, so next email request. This email request will come up this next because of if I have a Jira email notification. That's I'll tell you how it works and everything's later. Okay, so customer notifications. Same the customer notifications which is helpful when ticket is raised, public are like comment added, comment edited, request resolved, request reopened. So when the customer suppose when request is raised, which person needs to be get notification, like customer involved, suppose any customer is involved, that all people needs to be get. The content is English, this is just confirming that we got your request, we are on it. So this final one we can get it, this review, just confirming that we got your request, we are on it. So example, like when customer is raised a request, the customer is received a email notifications like this. Okay, so if you want to edit the content, and we can edit from here. Okay, see, it will show in the down. So this is some complete customer notification, not Jira notification. But from where Jira notification will become? The Jira notification, which is from this notification scheme, that we cannot edit it. Like Jira notification, we can edit who needs to be get the notification, like assignee, reporter, or any person like that. But customer notifications, we can restrict who needs to be get notified, and we can change the content as well. The content as well we can edit, but Jira content we cannot edit it. Okay, and the next satisfaction settings, like this is normal things, we can see many places. This example, like if you feedback type, example, you travel one you travels somewhere on bus, example like red bus. In the morning we'll get one notifications, one email like that, so how your journey, please rate us, like that. So we can give the stars, and we can write it some informations as per that. The same way we can here find out what your customer think of the service you provide. So when a request is resolved, and the request resolve notification is rule is enabled, so request email notification, so when it is enabled, request resolved is enabled. Enable disable means we can see here, this is enable, this is disable. So when it is enabled, okay, so we can disable it so that the people will not get notification. So that's it. And uh, is enabled, customer will receive an email from which they can rate the level of service and include a comment. If you're on this of these questions, so we can how was your service of this request, or we can change these summarize as well. So they can see their they can receive the a mail, that they can click on that star ratings, and they can comment it and how they feel it, and the same will be come and add into the ticket. Okay, I'll show you when it works, that email notification, so that time only it will. Last one is the knowledge base. The knowledge base is just, it is helpful for link the ticket, link the uh, Confluence. So Confluence is the documentations. So that, see example how it help. I'll show you later how it works from real time. But the thing is like uh, one project is developed and it is related to the marketplace. Okay, and once release the marketplace, so its developer work is done. So next, what is the work, like supporters? Suppose through calls, through emails, and they need to resolve the customer request. So example like banking related, so when you question something, so they will ask you, could you please hold on your can I hold put it hold on your request. So that time, so they will check some documentations, or somewhere they will check the information and they'll give you. So where they'll check the informations, so example, when the request is resolved, when we click on the this project into one Confluence, in the Confluence page, when the request is raised, automatically the documentation is linked to this project, issue. Suppose I have this issue, right? So when the ticket is raised, so if I open suppose fourth ticket, so I can see the link here. Okay, suppose the customer is asking some different questions, so is facing some test is like resource SLA or something. So I can see test SLA support documentation. If I click on that, the documentation will be open. So to add automatically particular pages here, that pages we need to link here, like in the knowledge base. So knowledge base is like we can link that so that defect common requests and solve issues faster. So create a knowledge base in a Confluence and share how to do this like that. Okay, so how to do that? So we can link it that. Okay, so that is like I'll tell you later how to set up a Confluence and how to link with Jira and how to link with these projects knowledge base places, and so that when request is raised, that pages links automatically will be added into the tickets, all tickets, and which link you want, and you can select it. Okay, and the next we have SLS. This is very very important. Okay, so normal. I'll show in a different project. So here I'll show it. Again, I raised one request. The summary, request resource something. So I created it. So when one request is raised, this project. This is Airbnb project. I opened it. When I open this request, I click on REST resource. See guys, so what I can see here, the right side you can see it here. Off in the top of the people in the normal business or software project, in the top of the right side we can see directly the peoples. But here we can see SLS. So what is this SLS? Service level agreement. Okay, so SLS means service level agreement. This service level agreement, how it helpful for in the suppose one customer is raise a request, but like we have some targets who are supporter place. Like, example, like I raise one bank request, like I have account in the ICICI bank, so I raise one request. So they'll give you one mail back to us, like within 24 hours, we'll resolve your request, or to return your amount, 3 working days it will take. So they have some agreement, so service level agreement, and which level, which within the like in within the time, so like they're responding, their resolution, so everything will be come to this place. One second, wait. Okay, it's like they will decide one timing, so this time we need to respond it, and this time we need to answer them, so this time we need to resolve the request. So this type kind of things. Here we default we have like SLS means 3 hours 59 minutes at time to first response. So I need to give within the 4 hours, I need to give a first response. Next one, time to resolutions. Okay, so I need to resolve within the 8 hours. So this is the request. Okay, so how we can do this? Okay, already 3 minutes is over. Within 4 hours, within 8 hours, but already 3 minutes is over. So like that, it will decrease it one by one, and last it will go to the minuses as well. Okay, so when how this SLS we can configure it? Okay, I'll just click on SLS. First of all, I'll remove this all, and if you see this you cannot understand, I'll configure from scratch. I deleted this all. Now, if I raise the request, it will not work. First, how this SLS should be configured? If you click on calendar, I can see 2 calendars here. Okay, this is 24/7, so every time it will work. This is normal, like 9 to 5 it will work. Add a calendar, just put it like Nagraj. enter description, select the time zone. Next, Monday, from which time to which time your team is available. So example, morning 9 to is available, so you can select morning 9, morning 6. 6 to 5 is 11 hours. Suppose 6 to 3 o'clock, one team is available. So example is a 15, is a 9 hours. Next, I can click on place button. So next, other teams will be join at 15. Next, they will work on till 24. So total 18 hours. But the complete day is the 24 hours. But what? So next day is a Monday, morning 6 to 3 and 3 to midnight 12. Okay, still. So next other teams, if you want add, you can add it here still. But this is the next day. So next day means like 0 to morning 6. If you add it 6 o'clock, total 24 hours. Okay, so normally we can suppose Monday midnight 12 o'clock it will start 6 o'clock 6 to 3 o'clock 3 to 12 24 hours. Okay, so like that we can first schedule the calendar and when my team is available, or else if you want to put it directly in the all in the one place like 18 hours my team is available, shift wise completely available, we can select it. Okay, so we can add it like Saturday Sunday, this will not work, and if you have any holidays and we can add holidays here. Okay, so first, when you select this calendar, then save it, and this they will give. They'll give us like when the team is available and time zones and everything they'll give. Okay, so based on that, we need to develop the calendar first. Next, go to the SLAs. Create an SLS or else import SLA from other project. So if you have any other project already help desk, you are set up already here, so we can import it, or else create an SLA. So this is create SLA, select these drop downs. We have 4 drop downs, or else if you want a new name, just enter it. Suppose I just enter customer, create a new SLA. So I can create it this. Okay. If you want new name, you can do that, or else if you want to add existing one, you can. So time to first respond, I have example. I selected default one only. Next, we have a 3 options. What is these 3 options? The start and stop is a mandatory, pause on is normal. Like, okay. When issue created, it should start, the time should start. Or else we have by default in the down assign a change time or enter result time, or when the enter status is closed. Okay, so we have many like comment by customer, resolution set, resolution clear time. Okay, so these all time when this time to first respond should be start. The next pass on, when it should be pass on. So time to first respond normal, I don't have any pass on, so just leave it this. When it should be stop, stop means maybe comment for customer, comment for customer. First respond means what is meaning? When I replay something to the peoples, it is a first respond. Okay, so that is mean like comment for customer. This is also they'll give like when it start, pass on, stop. So everything they'll give you. Okay. The next below we have, but when it is start, pass on is okay. But in here I have a different like different request types or different issue types wise priority base. I have a different, so we can write it something here. Suppose get the help desk, we don't have priority here, so priority. So based on the priority we can do this. I'll tell you how it works. I'll write it here based on the priority. Okay, so example, priority equal to block off. It should be, so example like I think I already one set up here. Yeah, so this is SLA. I want this example. When issue created should start time if filter match the first zero. Okay, so priority is a blocker, time to first respond is a 1 hour, time to resolution is a 2 hours. So how can we do this? Blocker is 1 hour. 1 hour. Calendar, this calendar. Okay, this time only, this between this time only it will work. Other time will not work. Suppose my team is available 6 to 3 only. After 3, if ticket is created, my SLA will be blanched. Like SLA will be go as the minus place. So it will be escalated it. So that my team is available 6 to 3. The 6 to 3 only this time should be run. Other time the time should be stopped. So that is we can select the calendar. And is a blocker. The next what we have, it is a high 3 hours. Priority equal to high 3 hours. Priority equal to, but they have still medium remaining. Medium 5 hours. Remaining all means you can see in the down, all remaining issue. Like except these 3, if any ticket, any priority is selected, no target, but we can select it, suppose 8 hours. Calendar same, update. Okay, next, now create it. See, what is this? When ticket is created, if issue match to medium, set the goal to 5 hours. And the time should be run based on this calendar. And when customer is comment for customer, this should be stopped. This is complete one. And next, create SLA, time to resolution. Time to resolutions is when issue created. Pass and as well we have suppose example, like I'm trying to resolve the ticket, but I need some information from the customer. For example, I have this ticket. If I open this, I have waiting for support, but waiting for customer as well. I have a status. I have a one status called waiting for customer. So I'm waiting some information from the customer. So how we can inform that? I need to stop that time. So I'm waiting for one information. Without information, I can't resolve. But that is affected to my SLAs. So that we can do this status waiting for the customer. Okay, and when it is should stop, resolution means when resolution is set only. Okay, just I'm saying here some real-time scenario type, but this all they'll give you, don't worry about this, don't think it, just then add it. So what is my timeline here is a blocker 2 hours, high 6 hours, and medium 10 hours, and remaining 16 hours. This is the resolutions. Okay, see, priority equal to blocker 2 hours. Same. If priority high 6 hours. Priority equal to medium 10 hours at remaining 16 hours I have H update. Okay, so just create it. Same, this one is the time to resolution when issue created. If match to these filter, set these goals, and next pass on this time and resolution set this time. So I'll raise one request now. Get IT help desk and test SLA. I'll select the blocker. So when I select the blocker, what is the timeline? So 1 hour is 2 hours only. Create it. Is the 8-3 ticket. See guys, the right side you can see SL is 59 minutes. This time to first respond within a 1 hour, and within the result time to resolution is a 2 hours. 1 hour 59. So because is the priority is the blocker. So is the blocker is there. So the blocker, this is the 2 hours and this is the 1 hour. And you should create a time. This two will be started. This two is already started. Okay. But when it is stopped, suppose if I add a customer to that person, like suppose if I click on in progress as well, it will not stop it. If I click on in progress, still it is not stopped. But when it will stop, if I add a comment for customer, we are on your request, share with the customer. So the first one is satisfied. Okay, refresh it. Comment by customer or for customer. What happened? Sorry. This is a comment by customer. Like if customer is add a comment, the first response is done. This is not the case. Comment by customer means when customer is added a comment, it will stop it. For example, like if I add a comment, if I say okay, I say okay, and now this will stop. See, 58 minutes is a tick mark. So normally, it should be the comment for customer. Comment for customer. So when I raised, when I customer is added a comment, like supporter is added a comment, and it will stop it. And next one, the time to resolution when it will stop, and we have a pass on option. So pass on means what? So we have pending, link issue is not there. Respond to the customer. So example, respond to the customers. Assign to me. Now this ticket is stated as the waiting on customer. So waiting on customer means what? I selected time to resolution is a pass on. See, it's a pass on. It will not work. When customer is responded something, then it will start to work. Okay, when its status change to something, so then we will start. So example like I respond to the supporter, so waiting the supporter place. Now it is started. But when completely stop, so when we resolve the request and resolution is set, it will stop. See, this two will stop now. The same way, you can check any other tickets too. Like if priority is matched to this, so this same, it will be set based on this. Like, okay. So first, we need to set up the calendar, and then next, we need to create a SLS. We need to mention some names. Example like time to respond, time to resolutions. And when we select example time to first respond, the time to first respond when it is should be start, and the next pass on stop. We have a three options we need to select, and the below we need to write a JQuery queries. And when that issue is matched to that JQuery queries, and based on that JQuery queries, we need to set up the goals. And next we need to select the calendar. So when the issue matches to the JQuery, that goal will be set based on that calendar. Okay, so this is the SLAs. And the next, only one topic we have, that automation. So we have many automations here, but I don't want to disturb this. I'll just create a new rule. What is this new rules? Or else I'll delete this transition comment, auto link issues, close. These automations very useful. In automation, just click on add first automation rule. transition and comment, reopen customer. So we have many things here, but I'll go with the custom rule. Select the custom rule. So what it will happen? Example, triggers condition actions means when, if, then. If when means when this is a trigger and what it is, like when issue created, when issue commented, when issue updated, or also we have many options here. Example, when issue created. If conditions we have, so if issue matches user type, so issue match, add. So we have a status, we can select it here, or else we can click on advanced, we can write a Jekyll query, and from more options we can select few options, like if you want assign or different custom fields, so we can select it that. Example, I have a priority. Priority is a blocker. Confirm. Mm. Sorry. See, this is when issue created. If priority is a blocker, then action. So what I need? Suppose if issue create is a blocker, what I need? Transition issue or add a comment or alert users, edit request type, edit issue. So many things we can do. Example, add a comment. So this is internal comment or anything. So we can select it. Suppose internal comment. Confirm. I think I can add another automations as well. So this is maybe edit issue, or we can send email to someone. So send email, send email. So to whom we need to select it. Two options, or customer or reporters, or like that content, what content we need to send it. So that information's here, or in the edit issue example, I'll assign this to some particular person. Edit issue, what fields should be edit, assign it. So assign it should be automatically to match admin. Yeah. So confirm. So the same time, when issue is instead of blocker, uh, priority instead of blocker, example, it is a high. Confirm. High, what should be happen? So I don't want to assign this to Nara, just try to edit the comment. Save. So enter now. Save. So what it will happen if I raise request now is test automation. So I'll select this a blocker. So when blocker is created, two things should be happen. One is the add comment, assign this issue. So if I've created as a blocker, and this is maybe the fourth ticket. See, when issue created, if match to blocker, so then what will happen? Issue created as a blocker, please take a look. And next one, assign is Nagraj Reddy. And showing here, like Nagraj Reddy is added a comment. So we can change that too. So we need to edit every time. So click on, when you created this, click on option, run as a project default man like admin. So if you click on who trigged this, so who raised it, Ananta. So Ananta comment will be, Ananta added a comment like that, it will come. And the same way, if I click on, if I select high, I think, right? Yeah. So test, create it. This time the ticket is not assigned to me, but just add a comment like it's a high. Uh, oh, it will not because Ananta is don't have add comment permissions. That's why I can save this. Sometimes it will happen like that. So configuration we need to figure out that very quickly. So now the sixth ticket. See, issue created as a high. Please take a look. Because if Ananta don't have comment permissions, maybe so she's not. This is the conditions. We can do many things like this. Not only this, just I'm giving some scenario like how we are like transition time, add a comment or add comment tab. You want to change the transitions, like many things we can do. Example like triggers when comment is added. Suppose when comment is added. So if issue match to, sorry, when comment added, add if issue match to, suppose let's say issue match to user type comment option, comment period action, comment visibility. Is that public? When comment added, that is a if that is a public comment, then action. So we can add it. Suppose if you want to change the transition issue, which transition you want, are in progress, done, category, or many things like this we can do. Suppose we have respond to the customer or in progress, respond to the customer public. So I'll just when comment added, if the comment is a public, respond to the customer. So transition is automatically should be happen. So see here, just be careful. This is now waiting for the supporter. Okay, so waiting for the supporters, and I'm going to add the comment. But when comment is added, this status should be changed to waiting for supporter, waiting for the customer. So now waiting for the supporter, waiting for the customer, it should be changed. So now if I refresh it here, so it's waiting for the supporter only. But I'll add a comment. Okay, so example. Suppose comment is a public. Suppose if I add a comment internally, it will not change. Public means it's share with the customer. When you share with the customer, it will be come with two peoples like internal portal. So share with the customer. So add a comment. So if I refresh this page, see now it is a waiting for customer, and this is before waiting for the. But I'm not changed the transition. Just I added a comment, but based on my one action, so another action should be automatically happen. So that is the called automation, waiting for customer. Okay, so you can see here history, created issue, status, waiting for support or waiting for customer. Just now it changed. Okay, so this is the action that. Okay, so like that we can do many things here. Suppose the public comment is, if the comment is public, this should be happen. If the comment is internally, send email to someone. So these automations as well they'll give you based on their they can't give directly like I want when this, if this, then this, like that they'll not give. So they'll give one scenario when issue created. If the priority is high, send emails to them. If when issue comment added, see the public comment added, so I need to automatically transition to respond to the customer. Could you please help me on that? So these based on their complete sentence, we need to separate that when, if, then we need to do it that. Okay, and in Jira Service Desk we have by default this, but when it comes automation for Jira normal project, so this is project automation for Jira Service Desk. Example, in data center service desk, this automation rule. So this automation rule, I'll tell you. Automation rules. data center by default only service days. So if you go with the project, it will. But if you want a software and business project, automation for Jira plugin. Okay, so these automation rules, in a data center by default, we have available for service desk project. But suppose if you want the same for software and business project, we have a plugin called automation for Jira. So this is automation for Jira for server. Okay, just go with this place and you can choose lots of automations here. The same. So here, when issue transitions to done, if priority is none of the like low, except these, like except low and low subtask transition issue to copy from the trigger issues. Many things we can do, like linked issues, close issues, auto assign to transition, close duplicate issues. Like we can add conditions, like triggers conditions action. Same. Like if this is a trigger, suppose example, when issue transition, if status equal to this, assign issue to this person or send emails to this person. Okay, like this, new condition, same all. And you just go through some videos, we have some videos options here, these, and you can read this documentation. So if you click on these documentations, you can see and you can practice more. If you practice here, that will be very easy. And the next, in a cloud, this is available for all. These plugins by default available for here. These plugins is they're included in the Jira cloud, actually in a cloud. So that in a cloud, so this plugin only is available. So if you are in the cloud, this automation rules is available for all projects. Okay, so there is no this type of default one we don't have. So they're directly, so this type of automation is not there directly. You can do these type of automations, like the plugins one only, it will be visible there. So this type of automations you can see there. Okay, for all projects we don't need to purchase any plugin there, but in a data center for software business we need to purchase this plugin. So that's why this plugin also is available for only data center and server. In a cloud, so this is by default available. A cloud versions of this app is currently is not available. Contact when we cannot install it because already they're inbuilt into the Jira server cloud only. So that's why we don't need to purchase it. Okay, so this is that one. Okay, so just practice these automations as more, and I'll give you this. You can try it, like when comment is added, public comment added these, or else the first one, if priority is this, you can do this like this incident management. Like this is linking with some oops Genie. Okay, so we have oops Genie as well as some Atlassian tool. Sorry, oops Genie Atlassian tool. So this is for complete incident management. Oops Genie is the modern incident management application for operating way of services. When the organizations are using oops Genie as well, and that oops Genie we can link to the here. Try it for free, connect with an existing site, so that all incident will be comes to in the Jira service management by default. So that options is we have here incident management. But many of the people, many of the organizations is not using oops Genie when they are using service desk, not use oops Genie. So just leave it this. But if you have this connection, the connections all, I'll tell you how we can do the connections. So that time you can get to know like these connections. It's very simple. That details we need to, that URLs, that username and password we need to enter, so that it will link. So that the linking Atlassian Jira with some other tools or within the Jira, it is very easy. Oops Genie API URL, the token, just say it, so it will connect it. Okay, so it's a very simple, but our collections I'll tell you later. Okay, so this is projects, and another one we have in a service project, like software project, business projects, we have directly options called issues. If you click on the suppose operational projects, the looks in the left side, issues option. If you click on the issues, we can see directly. See issues object like this. But here we have a queues customers. Queues means, what is the queues? So we have these queues, which is this is also some filter, exactly filter. You can save, you can write the filter and save it. It will come like this. When you click on all open issues, we can see this is all open. Unassigned issues is a 4 because of one issue is assigned to me. Okay, and assigned to me one ticket assigned to the current users example. Like this is all which is suppose critical issue, due date, service request, problems. So recently resolved. So this is a recently resolved. So what is this meaning exactly? So if you want to delete, you can delete this all. So example, like if you click on it here, so delete queue, we can delete it or edit queue. If I click on edit, you can see here, this is the same, all open tickets at once. Resolution is equal to unresolved. What fields you want, we can, they're selected here. Or else I will create new one, create a new, what I'll select, suppose IT support. Okay, what I need to select here, issue type equal to IT support. Okay, I think in Airbnb IT support is not there. Yeah, I think I'll go with this place. Yeah, helpdesk. The same way everywhere to create user same, so there is no changes. I think I'll delete many things so that you can understand this. This is all by default. Okay, so I'll create a new queue. It's called IT support. Issue type also IT support. It's pretty good, simple. But what information you want here, you can select it. Suppose key, summary. I don't want updated date. I don't want due date. Suppose I want status. Okay. More from more, we need to select it. Status. Or else if I want assignee, select this all what you want, save it. Once you save it, it will come. Suppose if any IT related issue created, it will come to this queue. So they might divide it. They write the filter to divide the tickets and go to the particular this place. Suppose I'm working with IT support ticket, so I'll work on this only. If I want to a different once I want, like we have HR support. Right? So if I click on this issue type, HR support. So same HR support, I don't have any tickets, but if any ticket is created, it will come here. But suppose you have any subcategories, right? So example, like I have suppose all all issues. All issues, I'll open it. All issues means I'll put it like everything, like and it means the open tickets. Okay, so what I want here, that assignee status. Okay, so I want this is all my issues, but in the all issues, I want a separate tickets like assignee ticket or unassigned tickets. That in new queue, just click on add new queue, enter the symbol. Okay, some slash right side, and then enter assigned issues, assignee This is empty means assign is not empty. Now, all unassigned issues. So assignee is not empty. Not empty means something is some value is there. So value is so this is so created. It will come between these below. And assignee is empty. Sure, it will come is unassigned. So this 3 is unassigned. Save this. Okay. The all issues. When you click on this, this will be hidden. This is unassigned issues. This is assigned issues. Okay. So this is like queues, and just we can write it a filters. We can call as a queues only. In the normal word, we can when customer is raise a request, it will come to the Jira queues. Jira queues means here. Customer means who raised the request from this place, so they will as a customer. So now these 4 people as a customers. These 3 people still not raise a request, but only Ananta raised one request, 3 requests, and one only is a closed. Okay, so this is another request, and in this project only. So this project, so total which is have these many tickets, but 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 tickets in this project. This is help desk, and 3 tickets in this project. Example like below 3 is help desk project, so that 3 is here, but in that only one result. I think resolution is set in one place, so that's why it is resolved. Yeah. Okay. So this is cancel on HD5. Okay. Okay. So this is object. So reports. You can generate these normal reports, and Nagaraj is admin like workloads and SLA goal satisfaction. So this is created and resolved, and time to resolutions. This all will become here. If you want to edit anything, so we can edit from here. We can change it, and if you want a new report, and we can click on new report here. Just enter name, add series. Okay, just series means we can write a filter, and that filter will become to the based on the results, like how it comes, like service request, how many service requests is created, how many is created, so like that. So this is very simple. So already by default everything will be set up, and we can change it if anything, or we can export CSV if we need. Okay, so this is service desk, guys, how it works and everything. So